Since 9/11, an estimated 30,000 veterans and military personnel have taken their own lives. And this week, a three-day summit in the Valley is focused on raising awareness about military and veteran suicides by entertaining, engaging, and educating the public, which can impact effective solutions. I spoke today with the president and founder of Angel Force USA, Ann Dunsmore. Ann, tell us about this summit and why it's so important.
Well, suicide has reached epidemic proportions. It's the second leading cause of death in the United States for civilians as well. And so what we found, and we've decided to start working specifically on suicide awareness in the veterans and military personnel area, is that it's about 22 an hour. And actually reports are coming out that it's more than that. So in the time that we're talking to each other, it's 1 an hour. And so we found that the missing link in the efforts to help our service members is awareness. So we're taking down that one thing. We've got Gold Star moms here, suicide moms who are telling their stories. We have bioscience experts, special matter experts talking about discovery on the horizon. For example, there's a software program that you can download into your iWatch that disrupts a nightmare but doesn't disrupt your sleep. It's just a time for sharing this information between different sectors of support that deal with this problem.
And I can see the summit's going on behind you. What are your hopes that this summit accomplishes ultimately?
Well, we're having about a total of about 500 to 600 people attending the different events. We have a Veterans Free concert. We have a Never Forget Gala on the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. We have these 2 days of symposiums with the people that I've mentioned. And I want next year, we're going to do it again, and for it to be 1,000 people. And I want to do them across the country. We want the veterans to know that people are paying attention to the problem. We want to give voice to the people they've left behind and how they're dealing with it. One suicide impacts 135 people, and that's just in this generation. So we want to kind of slow down the cascading effect and make sure everybody knows one thing at least about suicide, whether it's 1 an hour or it's 2.5 times the number are women, whether it's 30,000 who have died by suicide since 9/11 compared to 7,000 who have died in combat. Remember, something is a serious problem, and we need to have people start paying attention to it.
And Ann, let me ask you, why do you think it is that the suicide rate among veterans is so much higher?
Well, there's so many reasons, and it really just has to do with what generation of warrior you're talking about, which conflict did they come from, the culture that we deal with now with our military personnel that is still active is completely different than those from Vietnam and the reaction they got when they came home. So that's being discussed here. It's complicated. It's like unwinding a big giant rubber band ball. And that has to start happening, and only through conversation and sharing and summits and importance. I think everybody wants to do something for the veterans, but I think we're lacking leadership. That mental health crisis is hitting the cities. They're dealing with it. They're forced to deal with it. They want to deal with it. And I think this will allow us to say, can't talk about helping veterans without understanding that suicide is one of the biggest challenges.
Anything else you would like to say before we let you go? And if people would like more information on your organization, where do they need to go?
AngelForceUSA.com. We literally just raise awareness through entertaining, engaging, and educating. We have a monster band that we use to attract people to come and hear our message, and see us here next year. And if you're seeing this right now, we have a concert at 5:30, free to veterans and their families, and to our civilian population as well, at 5:30 at the Rancho Mirage Amphitheater, which the city of Rancho Mirage stepped up and gave us our first big venue. And I want to just extend a great deal of appreciation to them for that.
Wonderful. And we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.